So the reason I started working with Aurum and Dr. Kowalchuk around getting veneers was I got old. You know, I'm 60, and what I started to notice, and I think other people started to notice, my wife was pointing this out as well, was because I'm on stage a lot and there's a lot of lights going on, is that I was losing the enamel along the front teeth, and it was starting to almost be translucent around a few of the teeth, and a little bit of graying. It didn't seem to matter how much I used whitening at all. It just wasn't working anymore. And for me at this stage, I'm still planning on speaking and doing presentations for at least the next decade. And I didn't want to look, frankly, too old. So made the decision to go with veneers. And of course, there was only one choice for me. I'd worked with Aurum for a long time and knew their reputation and knew that they're the ones who are known throughout Canada as being the masters when it comes to the lab work and coming up with great veneers.
Anyone like Jeff and other people that are sort of in the public eye a lot. We have other patients that are, have similar situations where they're out in front of other classrooms full of students or out on the news or anything like that. So they want to make sure that, of course, their smile is looking as good as it can be, so that they don't want to see the picture of themselves or look at themselves on some presentation and go, "Oh, geez, do I look like that?" Okay, so it's nice to be able to be able to be confident in your smile, and that's where that comes in.
That's surprising and delightful, I suppose. That's really good.
We started with some temporaries to just test them, see how they like it, and we could tweak it from there. And Aurum was wonderful with that. They were like there and helping with the scanning and taking a look at what it looked like virtually. And we talked a lot about how white to go, and that's always a big question. And even with the temporaries, when I got on camera and doing some virtual seminars, I could see, wow, they're a little too bright. And my family commented on it as well. And so thank goodness we had that stage where we could actually kind of test drive them.
He was a real trooper, went through all of those processes and steps. First phase 1 on the top teeth and on the bottom. And he sat through it all, did a great job, and the results show for themselves. So. I really enjoyed the process of working with Aurum. They did a stellar job when we had to do a couple of additional steps or do a little repair or some kind of a modification to the treatment. They were able to accommodate that. So yeah, it was a very good experience.
It was a great team effort between Dr. Kowalchuk and his staff. I have a really busy schedule, and so does obviously Dr. Kowalchuk. So we're able to work around that. I would recommend it. It was definitely worth it. Yes, it is an investment, and I look at it that way. It's an investment. It's how I make my living, and just being comfortable with myself. Anytime anything needs to be done, I would go through Aurum for sure. They've made me very welcome. They're incredibly ethical, and I would work with them anytime.